Alrighty, we have liftoff. Inglewood, we have liftoff. Um, Mouthpiece included. Athletes as entrepreneurs. That's today's topic. You can cue the show.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Alrighty, please like, share, subscribe. Please like, share, subscribe. Mouthpiece included. Absolutely in the building. Today's topic: athletes as entrepreneurs. We always hear a lot of chatter about how 60% of the athletes will end up poor or broke or have to work a regular job, I should say, or poor. That's been a narrative. This ain't that network. Definitely not today. So we're going to unpack the ones that the other 40%. I'm going to shine some light on the other 40%. So, as the topic says, it's the top 9 Black athletes, entrepreneurs. So that's what we're going to unpack. Big ups, I'm the overseer. I see you out there, boy. Yo. We got the panels going to be open. We got a different Silverback in the building today. And then also, we got the open panel. Today's topic is politics. As we always say, it is the top 9. We're going to get into the top 9. So let me do something here. Going to drop a link for anyone who's going to pop in. Let's see. I just dropped it. And in the meantime, between time, like, share, subscribe. Hey, who won that game? I think the Bucks were on. And I do have an announcement to make. Long Beach Poly, the girls basketball team, they're getting it in. They're on TV tonight. So, man, good luck. Good luck to my niece. Have fun. There are no participation trophies. Get her done. Get her done. But there are no L's as long as you play well and do your best. But they're playing right now, so she can't hear this. But big ups, big ups. Let's get her done. So, also this week we've got what up, brother Wordsmith? We're continuing our house series. We're going to revisit that on the Self Love Show. We have a great panel that we're very proud to bring to the table. So you're going to be look. Is that a final score, Tori Wordsmith? So we're going to bring some dope information to you, and just be looking out for a promo video to go up tomorrow right here on TATN. But that 83-82 nets, I'm assuming that's final. It's the final score, bro. Final minutes. Okay, gotcha. All right. So let's see. They've been getting me with the with our theme song here with copyright, so I'm gonna lay back off that a smidgen. We're going copyright free here in 2021. 11 seconds. Yeah, that could be a lifetime. Let's see. I just, I like Giannis and the Bucks. I like Giannis, I guess, but I just find it hard to root for a Milwaukee team. I don't know where that came from. Probably the Packers. My deep disdain for the Packers has for the Green Bay Packers. I mean, I can't even like the Milwaukee Brewers. So, all right. So top 9 money grossing black athletes. We're going to start that. We're going to get it unpacked right here on Mouthpiece included. So guard your grill, knuckle up. We're bringing us politics right now. And the panel is open if you'd like to call in as well. It's 424-900-6945. That's troll free. 424-900-6945. That's completely troll free. So today's topic, as we have gone over multiple times, what I want to start with is some athletes that we can think of, that we readily think of, who I guess didn't do so well financially. Um, the one from our generation everyone likes to throw out there, Mount Carmel dude, played for Boston. Yeah, he went through a whole crap load of money, hundreds of millions of dollars, blew right through it. Antoine Walker, that's his name, Antoine Walker. I guess it's better to have been rich and spent it all than to never have loved it all. It's better to love, and it's better to love and lose it. But okay, some other ones I can think of is the pitcher, the the big pink guy. I think he ended up shamming a lot of athletes out of money himself. Um, what's this guy's name? Another Boston guy. In fact, played for the Boston Red Sox. I think he got shammed as part of some sort of pyramid sham and somehow shammed others, allegedly. If you guys can think of his name, type that in the chat out. Yeah. Um, I mean, just the major athletes that you can think of off top, and you say, bro, I think, I'm not going to put Charles Buck Dancing Charles Buckley on the list. No, I don't think he goes on there, but I do believe he was getting there. Stevie Franchise. Stevie Franchise jumps out at us. Stevie Franchise. I'm sure there's a plethora of pink ones that nobody ever talks about. Uh, let's see here. But is there a stereotype? Is there a stereotype of a certain type of athlete that tends to spend all of their money? Is there stereotypical um, presentation? So I would say, when you think of when they say these athletes, is there a dog whistle there? Is there a racial connotation? That's the question. And I'd say, yeah, I normally hear a dog whistle. Mm, I would believe that anyone who comes from poverty that doesn't have any knowledge of money and how to make money work for you, et cetera, would probably end up broke, if they don't get the proper training and things like that. So, um, I mean, I can imagine this major lottery effect that happens. You feel like you can buy anything, but I think that there's a stereotype that's been a stigma that's been attached to the black athletes that I guess they're the ones going out making it rain and buying rims and tires and things of this nature, cars, stuff like that, not necessarily investing in, their families or their communities where they're from. So there's that. Um, and it's easy to say, well, it's not a black and white thing, and maybe the white ones don't do it either, but um, depending on where they're from, it's probably not necessary in many cases for them to rebuild a community that's already built. So there is that. That's why a lot of them they do things, outside of the United States. They help in third world countries as opposed to third world part of their own cities, which is where our athletes should come in. So, but we want to unpack the top 9 earners. This was really, really surprising as I went through this. These are the money earning athletes. We filtered out how do I say? We filtered out the white ones and the pink ones. We filtered out all of the non-blacks. So this list is going to contain the melanated ones. Money is a ghost. I mean, there's probably somebody who's making, let's just say if the dollar implodes and now somebody's making $1 trillion a day, that doesn't mean that this person was richer than Masa Musa or richer than, say, Michael Jordan necessarily. It's the value of the dollar is what I'm throwing out there. Now, this list that's compiled has attempted to weigh in those factors on the value of the dollar, okay, or the value of the money. But we're going to break this down, and I think it may be surprising. And make sure you like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. Let's get them in here. Comments. The algorithm loves the comments as we start our list. Okay. Now, let's see here. Okay, we're going to start with number 9. Okay. Number 9 is a guy that's, you may have wondered, why does he have Dennis Rodman behind him? Oh, Dennis Rodman might qualify as somebody who went through the money, right? Blew right through it, wore wedding dresses, skirts, everything for the money. And he did it all, allegedly, probably. D-Rod. He was a Piston and came and played, for his mortal enemy for the money. Big ups, big ups. Small ups. Yeah, big ups, big ups, big ups, big ups, big ups, D-Rod. You got us a tree. Big ups. Now, Scottie Pippen. Is Scottie Pippen on this list? Is he number 9? Absolutely not. There's a reason why this guy, if you guys know who he is, we got Silverback coming in the building here. Let's give us a moment and get this guy to introduce himself. And you get 1 minute there, Coach. You get 1 minute, a quick introduction, and then I'll get you up to speed. Appreciate you doing this. Hold on, let me get you unmuted. You're gonna get. Let's see, make you a co-host. Yeah, it's still connecting, so we'll give you a second. It says you're connecting to audio, but I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Is that a Bucks flag behind this guy? I can't hear you. Hold on, Coach. It says it's connecting, but hold on. Okay, hold on. I think I got you now. We got you now. Give it a second. It's warming up. I'm asking you to unmute, so you got to unmute. Unmute yourself, Coach.
I
There you
got you.
go.
All right,
There
all
you
right,
go.
all right, all right. I just got through watching the
Hey,
game.
what's going on with this Bucks nonsense behind you? Aren't you in the great city of Chicago? But Coach, go ahead and give yourself an introduction. You got about a minute of time. You can plug any company, anything you want to plug. Give any shout outs, and then we're gonna get you caught up to being on topic, bro. Appreciate you
All
doing
right, all
this.
right, all right, all right. Well, we H Mochi. We just got to watching the Milwaukee Bucks game. You know, I got the connection up there. You know what I mean? So I'm a Chris Middleton fan. I think he should be like Scottie Pippen for the $240 million that they paid him. You know, but he came up with 35 points tonight, man. They won the game 3.
Nice. Hey, so who are they playing?
They're playing the Brooklyn Nets.
Big ups. All right, but you got any shout outs? Anything you plug in or anything?
Well, hey, shout out to everybody, man, for just living. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Just
sir.
being here, just being able to talk. You know what I mean? And just being
Man,
comfortable within yourself. You know what I
man,
mean?
amen, bro.
You know?
Amen. Couldn't have said that better. Couldn't have said
You
that
know?
better, bro. Well, let me
Yes,
just
sir.
bring you up to speed where we at, and then we're gonna jump into it. We started out. Can you think of some athletes offhand that went broke?
Um.
I said Antoine Walker,
Oh yeah. Well, you know that. That's so he was from Chicago. Well, you got
Stevie
Dennis Rodman.
franchise. Yeah,
Dennis
yeah, D
Rodman.
Rod,
Dennis
yeah,
Rodman.
yeah,
Uh, man, I think it was somebody else from Chicago too, man.
yeah.
Uh,
Was it Dent? No, Dent ain't broke.
but you know what? I didn't think Steve McMichael was broke, man. He net worth at $3 million. He got that ALS disease or something, ACLS. Remember the
Oh
Bears
yeah, that's the
defensive
Lou
tackle?
Gehrig. Lou Gehrig, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
coach, turn your phone sideways. See if it open it up and we get a digital look.
All right.
There we go. See how it opened that up? Yeah.
You see my poster in the background. Can you see that?
Yeah, the Bucks.
Yeah, the Bucks, boy.
Yeah, well the Bucks stop here. The Bucks stop here. Yeah, that's why I was asking you. That's why I was asking you what kind of guy lives in Chicago and repping the Bucks. You know?
All right, I'm going off your cue, brother. I hear you.
All right, bro. So all right, so we listed some athletes who went broke. Now, do you think that there's a stereotype associated with this? Do you think that, like I saw you mention, a white athlete, Steve McMichael Gonzo, I think that was his name. There was the baseball player, Schilling. Schilling went broke. They said he was robbing people, Kurt Schilling. But
Yeah.
is there a stereotype? Is there a black and white dog whistle on that?
Well, maybe you could put a dog whistle on it. I would say that being black and a lot of those cats that come up, they come up from a poor background
Mm.
and they don't have that mentorship or that guiding, that guidance. You know what I mean? So they don't know the value of $1. Let's just face it. You know what I mean? So they might go out and buy a $20 roll of toilet tissue. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They just
Mm-hmm.
don't understand that value of $1. But that's just me talking. You know what I mean? But
I mean,
I
that's a
think
good point,
that's a
man.
lot of they demise, brother.
Coach, I saw a video on YouTube yesterday, man. It was a cat in Detroit. And but I'm gonna let you get back at it. But it's cat in Detroit. He had won $30,000 in the lottery along those lines. Regular Joe Schmo. Grown man, coach. Looked like he was at least 40. Won 30 stacks in the Detroit lottery. You know how much they're gonna take out of taxes.
Yeah,
Went and paid
almost
20
half.
stacks, went and paid 20 stacks for a gold chain, coach. You know they got him at the jewelry store. Probably went to a pawn shop. Paid 20 stacks. The poor dude was pumping gas on the east side of the bad part of Detroit, coach.
And they
Didn't have
got him.
no stick up. Yeah, they
And
got
they got him.
yeah,
And they got him.
yes.
He don't even know. He don't even know.
But that's what you're saying. A cat like that,
Yeah.
if he grew up in group homes, or whatever, or never had nobody with money, what if that cat went pro, or signed a record deal and somebody threw him, reparations? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's he
Yeah.
gonna do?
Yes, sir.
But that's
Yes,
why I
sir.
tell the pink man, give us our reparations. For the most part, you're gonna have all that money back in about 35 seconds. For the most part, some of us, some of us are gonna shine. You know what I mean? But
And some of us not. And some of us not.
hey,
I
and
tell you.
God bless them all, coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But you're right. Some of them are gonna smoke themselves. Oh man, it's gonna be so much lean on the block, coach. All right. Well, hold on. All right,
All
now.
right. All right. Go ahead. Do your thing,
Now
brother.
we're gonna do the top 9. I was starting out. Who first before I started? Let's see. Let's athletes who went broke. We went over the stereotype. Who is the highest? Yeah. Who do you think is the highest earner? The top 9. But who do you think is the highest? We talking black athletes.
Well, heck, I just got through talking about Chris Middleton for the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, he had a $70 million contract,
Mm-hmm.
and he re-signed his contract in 2019 for 5 years for 177 million. So we talking 240. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, let me
So
maybe what we're saying gross and not just on the
okay,
court
okay,
income.
okay,
We talking
okay.
all combined, what you might have made in your sport, and also what you might have made endorsements, also what you might have made, as a business person. Who do you think is the number one all time on the list? As the clock is always running though. Milton might be on it in 10 years.
Well, then I would have to go with I hate to say it. I really hate to say it. I would probably have to go with LeBron James, man. I would
All
have to
right.
go with LeBron James because he's got the production company and he's got his little TV shows going on, you know what I mean? Hey, he's out there in Hollywood,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So that's just my answer to that question right now.
All right.
So
Well, I mean, that's a good. We're gonna get there too. Now, I'm the overseer is in the chat. He said if you not financially educated, you might blow that bag. And then he said, "Is this on Fox?" And then
Hey, this
and,
is this is Coach Conservative Views, baby.
hey, that's what it is. Hey, that's what it is, Coach. Hey, but Omni, I'm gonna be out there, man. Me and wifey, we're gonna be in Vegas. I think on the 19th, somewhere around there. So I'm gonna link up with you. Get the garage ready, bro. Make sure you got plenty of sage to burn.
Have a safe trip, Coach. Have a safe trip.
Man, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. God is great. All right, so we're gonna
Yes, sir.
start on the list now. Number 9 on this list, bro. Now it's over all sports. We ain't doing no entertainers. This is all just sports. This is from our research right here on TATN. We're not including white people, so we're filtering out any other race. We're just talking about the black folks.
All
Now,
righty.
now, number 9 is the microwave, bro. Can you believe it? Yes, yes. This tells you the power of business. He's been a businessman, bro. Benny Johnson, you can look him up. Benny Johnson has been a businessman. He hit the ground running. He wasn't out there tricking that money off. He's just putting up his points. He didn't have endorsements, but Benny Johnson got out there, coach, got in the stock market, got invested his money, wasn't out there partying with Rodman. He was working, coach. He was
Yes,
working.
sir.
You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? Yeah. And, and,
Yes,
and,
sir.
and so he's Can you believe it? The microchip,
You know,
and it's 400
you
million.
how much? How
400
much?
million.
Wow.
400 million. Benny
Wow.
Johnson, bro. Somebody from
Yeah.
a humble background, you know what I'm saying?
And he
And it
was
was
one of the great defenders in the NBA when after the what he didn't he play in the ABA a little bit?
nah, he was a six man. You remember he should come in and just put points up. I don't remember him playing D. He should come in off the bench for Detroit and just start lighting
Oh
people
yeah,
up.
D Johnson. He was
Yeah,
kind
the
of a stocky
microwave, bro.
dude. Yeah, microwave. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's him in the middle, the
Yes,
microwave.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he was. Yeah,
Remember?
he played with the bad boys. He got a couple of
Correct,
championships.
correct,
Yes,
correct.
sir.
Earned his championship. And then remember he got into management, I think. He was some sort of, I think he got into management in the league. But
Okay.
the point is he was investing in money, which he still is, and he's at 400 million. Now, who would you
Wow.
say is number 8 on the list? Now, number 8 is tied. He's tied, you know, with the money, with Benny Johnson.
Well, your top 5. Are you talking? Okay, we talking about? Okay, we are talking about retired athletes as well.
Yeah,
But
any of them.
well, Michael Jordan is definitely up there. I would have to say if he's not number 8, he's number 7. You know what I
All
mean?
right. Well, then we're gonna number 8 at 400 million. It's the general, bro. Go with the general.
Shaq.
Shaq.
Well, yeah, he's got the commercials. Yeah, he's got the commercials. He's got
Hmm.
dominoes. Shaq is out there doing some things, brother. He working. He working.
And I think Shaq would be lower on this list if he didn't have that divorce. Shawnee got paid. His
How
ex.
many kids you got? Got to
I
count
don't know,
that.
but she had a family. She got paid. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
So
okay.
that's gonna hurt certain of these guys, like D Wade. That'll hurt him. You know what I mean? Certain guys.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. So Shaq, Shaq was
Okay,
he's
Shaq.
got all the endorsements. He had the gym shoes. Uh, he's on
Yeah,
TV. Yeah. Shaq, man, he'll do anything.
yeah. Shaq, he don't even. Shaq is on
You
it, man. I seen that
you
Domino's commercial, man. That's he got everybody saying Domino's pizza, Domino's pizza. Like, oh my God, this guy.
Coach, you can call Shaq right now and tell him you selling shit milkshakes, and
He's
you
cooking
need
skunk.
somebody to endorse him. And yeah, he'll do it for the right price.
He's cooking skunk. We got one of the commercials. He's cooking skunk.
Yeah, cooking skunk. And got the nerve with his feet. With his feet, be trying to get somebody to buy some gym shoes. I'm not putting nothing on my feet, coach, that could possibly make my feet look like those. I mean, that's the thing about Shaq. You know?
All right, all right, all right. Okay, so that was number.
That was number 8. He was at
That was number
400
8.
million. He tied with Benny
Damn.
Johnson. So
Ooh, boy.
that's
I know
number
you
8.
got the list in front of you, man. Let me see. So you going number 7?
Number 7. Now, number 7 is somebody that you've mentioned already. You mentioned them. You mentioned them already.
Well, I know you not Chris Middleton. Michael Jordan.
LeBron James.
Oh, LeBron James. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yes,
LeBron
sir.
James
He's
at
right there.
400. He's set up to get past all of them. You know how that goes. You know how
Yeah,
it goes. How you start, and then you spring out from there. And
yeah.
yeah, but 480 million, bro, and he'll probably get another what 100. Somebody give him another $200 million contract because they ain't got nothing better.
Hey, he out the playoffs now, so he should be making all the money he need to try to make right now. Tie up them loose ends, because when you're working, it's hard to tie up them loose ends when
Yeah,
you're working.
you ain't even got time to sweep your floor sometimes. You ain't even got time to you just when you in it,
Yeah,
coach. Yeah,
yeah,
when you in it,
yeah. He
yeah,
finna
6
tie up them
7
loose
days.
ends now. Don't think he lost the basketball game. I tell you that.
You'd
He
be
ain't
like,
lost the
oh,
basketball game. Yeah, all right.
you'd be like, oh, my wife's birthday, completely forgot. You know what I mean? In it, in it.
All good, all
All
good.
right, but here we go, Coach. So that's LeBron James at 480 million. You know how he made a bag, and he had his team around him, man. Worldwide West. You know, all
Yeah,
those guys he grew up with. So, you
yeah,
know, one thing about LeBron, bro, he did everything. He did. You know, you might not like him because you know you like Fox, and everybody on Fox don't like him. You know, he makes comments. But I'm saying LeBron, man, it just go to show you the pink people are gonna find a reason not to like a brother. Okay. If
yeah,
it's just what it is. You know, if they don't like him because he ain't raising his kids. They don't like him because he a womanizer. They don't like him because he this. They don't like him because he that. This man has done everything. You know.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
I guess you don't have to like people. It comes down to respect, and I think that's what black people got to get. You know what I mean? Damn if people like us. Yeah,
yeah.
comes down to respect. All right, now that's 9, 8. Shaq was 8. LeBron was 7. Okay, number 6. I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a clue. He he got into a bit of trouble. I think in Utah, and had he not gotten in so much trouble in Utah, he'd probably be lower on this list.
Well, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, Kobe Bean. Yeah, rest his soul.
Yeah,
Kobe
rest in
Bean,
soul,
bro.
rest in power, rest in heaven, Kobe.
Sad, man. All that. 500 million, bro.
Wow.
500
And you
million.
know, his wife had didn't re-sign his Nike shoe contract or something. That was she didn't extend it or anything like that. I guess she didn't want no parts of it
Yeah.
or something. You know, I guess it might was too emotional or something for her, and she didn't re-sign the contract and didn't extend none of his contracts.
We heard some
Guess she got
conspiracy that,
enough money, I guess. I don't know. You know.
well, yeah, nobody knows, but I heard some conspiracies, Coach, about Kobe was in a lawsuit with ABC or Disney or somebody, like a major lawsuit that Kobe wouldn't back up off of, man. Like, Kobe's a
Yeah,
winner. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so there was some conspiracy about, man, that helicopter going down and all that.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, man. You
Yeah,
start
rest in
messing around
power,
with the
Kobe. Rest in power,
rest
Kobe.
in power. Yeah, man. And so, yeah, and condolences to his family. So that
Condolences
was,
to his family.
let's see, 9, 8, 7, 6, 500 million. Okay, 6. All right. So number 5, who you guessing at number 5, Coach? Who you got?
I would say Frank Thomas. The reason why I would say
Mm,
Frank, I
go
would say
ahead,
Frank
Big Frank.
Thomas. I would say Big Frank, man.
Yeah,
Big Frank's got it going on, man. I mean, he's got his he's on the network, the MLB network, and he's got his cologne. What is that? Cologne he's got going on, and he's got his Big Frank hot dogs and stuff, man. This is
yeah, and then that,
Chicago.
and he's got
You
the
know what I
vitamins or
mean?
something.
The
Yeah.
vitamins. He's got the exercising and whatever that was with the vitamins or something he's got
Hey,
going on.
hey,
I would
and
say
you remember Big Frank was he was one of the first get one of them start getting them big contracts too.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Hey, I
So
don't remember seeing Big Frank partying in the street, making it rain. You ain't hear no stories about Big
no, you
Frank
hear no
living
stories
that
about Big
lifestyle.
Frank. But
No, no.
that's just my answer, Coach. I know you are more educated than me with this
Well, I
stuff.
just did the research, Coach. That's all. That's all educated people do. They have access to the research. They do the research. They read the research. They process the information. That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
Whether you're
yeah,
at a school or whether you're doing it on your own,
yeah. Of
no
course, of
different.
course, of
All right,
course.
but here we go, Coach. Now,
All right.
to answer, that's a good one. Big Frank. Never crossed my mind. I'll give you a clue, though. He just added to his windfall. That's probably make me need to change this, but we'll leave it as it is for, because I did this before. But he just recently got in the ring with a big white boy and added to his money.
Dog, I think.
Just recently got an exhibition fight with a white boy off the internet with a YouTuber fought a YouTuber.
Oh
I
man.
mean, fought a
Oh.
YouTuber, coach, and got 30 million for the fight. And
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, that sounds so. Ooh, I know you say the name. I'd be like,
Hey, boy,
and I
this
heard it was
generation.
all. It was all over the news. It was
And he used to run
everywhere.
around with 50. Remember him and 50 have a beat. But you remember, bro, and he used to walk around with the bags full of money. I thought he was going to end up poor. Early in his career, he used to walk around with duffel bags full of cash, walking around Vegas. Yeah. With he went everywhere with $1 million. That's what he said. Yeah. Probably still does. Floyd Money Mayweather, bro. Floyd Money Mayweather.
That's right.
565 million.
Wow, that wasn't it. Wow, that was Floyd Mayweather, right?
Yeah, he
Okay.
just fought last week, an exhibition fight 3 days ago against the big
Okay.
white boy. Yes, man.
Okay.
Hey, this generation of kids, they will spend money on anything.
But he didn't win that
And
fight though, did he? Did he win that fight, or it was like a draw or something?
he beat the dog shit out of dude, but dude was like
But it wasn't no good
bigger.
fight. They were saying.
Yeah, the white boys were saying it because the white boy got his ass beat. If the white boy had
Okay.
won, it would have been a great fight. Floyd,
Okay.
the dude outweighed him, outsized him, and Floyd beat his ass. But you know how Floyd fight? He's always a defensive fighter. He's always
Yeah.
been like that. So if you want
Yeah.
to pay him that money,
Right,
white
it was.
people, what white people do is they put people who they don't like. They get us late in our year. They've been doing this since slavery, coach. They get you late in your years like Ali and everybody, but you need the money. And they want to put you in the ring with a white boy who can beat you up, and they get off on that. And it's a good fight when the white boy wins. But it's a bad fight when it goes 8 rounds. But
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
but there was no judge. Floyd is like damn near 50, I think he said, or 40. He's old, man.
Yeah. He's
And, and
he's our age, close.
yeah, and he fought a young man. And bro, and a young big dude, he fought a heavyweight. Floyd ain't no heavyweight, man.
Yeah. No,
And
he
that's the
not a
same white
heavyweight.
boy who just knocked out the what's the dude named coach that played Nate Robinson.
Okay. Okay.
You ain't see the footage of Nate Robinson getting knocked out
I
about 6 months ago?
I haven't seen it. Coach,
Yeah,
I'm
you
a
been
truck
in it.
driver.
Yeah, you been in it.
I only
Yeah,
can keep up with so much of it I can keep up with.
Nate Robinson got in the ring, one of these exhibition type fights, and got the dog mess beat out of him by this white dude. And so the white dude became the great white hope. Somebody told everybody that he could beat Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? A professional
Yeah.
fighter. He didn't get
Yeah.
knocked out, but he got his butt beat.
Yeah.
Now, was it a good fight? I mean, it's Floyd Mayweather. I haven't enjoyed any of his fights because
No,
any
no knockouts. No
right,
knockouts.
right. I mean, he don't fight. He's a defensive. Hey, he'll fight. You know what I mean. He wins. So let's just leave it
Yeah,
there.
he
He
win.
wins. All right. So Money Mayweather. We're gonna keep it moving forward. All right, and then okay. So that's 9, 8, 7, 6. So Floyd was 5. Okay. All right. All right. Number 4. All right. Now you've said a lot of names on here, Coach. All right.
All
You
right.
said a lot of names. Who would you take a stab at? We whittling it down. You ain't heard. The names you've heard is Vinnie Johnson.
Yeah. Microwave.
Nobody would have thought
Yeah.
about him. Shaquille O'Neal,
Yeah.
LeBron James, Kobe Bean, rest his soul, Bryant, and Floyd Money Mayweather. Who you got?
Magic Johnson.
Boom. Ding, ding, ding. Yep.
Look at that.
Yep.
Look at
Somebody
that.
you hadn't even mentioned. Hadn't even mentioned him the whole time.
Hadn't said his name. He gave a lot
Yep.
of of course he gave a lot of money to AIDS research.
Yep.
And of course his Burger King and is it
Yep.
Starbucks? Is it Starbucks?
Starbbucks. Yep. And remember Mike
But I don't think it's Starbucks. I think it's called another company though. I don't think it's
well, yeah.
called.
Well, yes. They'll buy you buy businesses under your brand name, right? But
Right.
he
Okay.
still owns Starbucks. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be
Magic
like,
Johnson. Yes.
yeah, Magic, bro. And don't forget AMC Theaters. He owns a bunch of
Yep.
those too.
Yep. Yep.
Now
Yep.
here's a guy who started getting money when they wasn't getting money like that. But the value of the money, inflation hadn't hit hard. But I'm saying, remember when he started his career, they wasn't getting no 100 million. You was lucky to get $1 million. Remember, it was a big deal when he got $1 million a
Yeah,
year.
yeah,
That was a
yeah,
big deal.
yeah.
So for him to be at 600 million,
600 million?
he's been
Wow.
grinding. Yes.
Yeah, he's working.
Yeah.
He's working. Man. Wow.
Magic be
Oh
everywhere too,
man.
don't he? He be everywhere. He be everywhere. All right.
Man.
All right. So now we
I hit
willing
that
to
one. I hit that one right on the nose.
hit it. Hey, and it's funny, you hadn't even mentioned
I
it.
ain't mentioning it.
All right. Now we whittling it down. All right, we got
All right.
9, 8,
All right.
7, 6, 5, 4. So 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. All right. So we need 1. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Magic is tied with the next person on this list. Okay. Um, and coach, I'll cash app you if you don't Google it. I'll cash app you $9 if you guess this. Who's tied with Magic at $600 million next on the list? I'll cash app you $9 of my money. I mean, you pulled Magic out of your ass. Who knows? You might be able to pull this out.
Well, I'm actually going to go back in that era. I'm going to go back in that era and that time frame.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to say George Foreman.
Man, you've come up. I tell you what, I would have thought George Foreman would be on this list, but he's not. He's
He's
not
not on the list at all.
George. Remember George?
Oh,
But you remember George was one of them athletes that was broke. They alleged that what's his name was stealing all his money. What's his name?
but he came back with them
America's
grills,
great.
though, man. He
Yes, but he
came
was
back with them
broke.
grills.
Correct. He did. He did, and he got rich. Don't get me wrong, but
They
that
still
set him
making
back.
them, coach.
But it set him back so far. His money got stole, bro.
Yeah.
Set him back. That has to be it. And he didn't have the mindset he had once they stole all that money from him.
Yeah, that's what we was talking about earlier in the show.
Yeah, he had to come back in the ring. Remember, he keep that arm up, boy. He was fighting them
Yeah,
young dudes.
yeah,
He was our age. He was standing in
yeah,
there, boy. Yeah. And,
yeah.
and and like they can't knock me out. They can't pull out a gun and shoot me, because they got the gloves on.
Yeah.
He got the gloves on,
Right.
All right, but who take a stab at it, coach?
Okay, I did say George Foreman. I didn't say it Michael Jordan so many times. Obviously, he's got to be on this list. So I guess we're not gonna deal with him right now. Um ooh,
So essentially, we're at the top 3, and Magic is
where's the
tied.
top 3?
Yeah. So we got 3 left on this list, and you're looking for number 3.
I'm gonna go.
I'll give you a hint, but
Okay.
it takes the $9 off the table
Okay, cool.
because
Ain't no problem.
you got to work for it.
Yeah, you gotta work. You gotta go to work.
He played, I do believe, for that team that you have that banner up behind you. I do believe. I do believe, bro.
Oh, Big Dog, Robinson. I'm
Now,
off.
no, it's 600 million.
600. Ooh, that's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
money, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll give you another clue.
Robinson.
He was involved in the trade for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Are you going? Okay,
It
that's
got
back.
Kareem to the Lakers, and he was traded in that deal.
Oh gosh. Wow, that was
Small forward type, 2 guard type. and his number is retired. So you've been in that stadium and seen his number up there. It's in your subconscious right now. You've been there. You've been to Milwaukee. His number is retired in that stadium. 600 million. And I'll tell you how he made his bag. Wendy's. Yeah. Wendy's franchise. Wendy's.
Wow.
Got in there, bought him a Wendy's. Somebody asked him, they asked him, coach, they said, what you gonna do after sports? He said it was a white boy. And he said, man, he had never thought about it. It was early in his career. He said he bought him a Wendy's. He said the Wendy's was about to belly up. And he said, man, most people would sell it or whatever and take the loss. He said to himself, coach, he said to himself, well, how did I get to be such a good basketball player? He said, by doing my own research, by putting in the work, by being dedicated. And he dedicated himself to Wendy's, bro, and was an all-star and got his number retired in Milwaukee. And the reason he was in that trade for Kareem, nobody thinks about it.
This is in the 70s.
Junior is his first name. Junior Bridgman. You probably don't remember Junior Bridgman, coach. Junior Bridgman.
And it's up there in Pfizer Forum Stadium, too. I just ain't paid attention
to it. But
can
you believe that this is the guy that nobody remembers, never heard of? Black man, coach.
Yeah.
Now he's a Coca-Cola distributor. I mean, he's up there with the Illuminati. Yeah. Wendy's, coach. Said he got in there and told them we're going to be a team. He got in there, pulled up his sleeves, did the work himself, coach. Got in there on the front lines. Yeah. And motivated the people. And Wendy's, when Wendy's was, he said he went in there and he liked the burgers, he liked the food. You remember when Wendy's was starting? It was just starting. Yeah. So, we could take a company like Harold's Chicken. We can get that now, coach, buy one, fix it up, and get them to take it across country. And we can get rich like that too. But everybody petty-minded in my great city of Chicago. Now, that brings us down to the last two, coach. We're down to the top two, coach. And so let me tell you who's already off the board.
Okay.
Benny Johnson. You never would have thought about him. Shaq, LeBron, Kobe Bean, rest in peace. Floyd Money Mayweather came in on boxing right at the right time. I tell you who's right above him is white though. We ain't counting the white people. I got a couple of them on the list. My boy Roger Staubach. Roger Staubach made $600 million too. Businessman, family man. Yeah, it's my boy. But he, he ain't on this.
But that's another topic.
Yeah, that's another topic. Magic Johnson, okay. Junior Bridgman at $600 million, tied with Magic Johnson.
That's old school. That's old school.
And he ain't made none of the money like they was making in NBA, boy.
No.
He wasn't getting no contracts like that.
Dude, he's well about. He's got to be at least 60.
Yeah. It looks good too, bro. Yeah. So now, who do you got at number 2? And there's a name that you haven't mentioned that is kind of telling. There's a name that you haven't mentioned that's kind of telling. So we'll do this. There's two left. The number 2 person has amassed $800 million.
Damn.
Yes. And I think would probably be number 1. Who would be up there with number 1 if it wasn't for that divorce. Because he wasn't as smart as number 1 with the prenup. He didn't have a prenup. Do you remember? So we'll say this. Who do you think is number 1? Well, we got 2 left. Who do you think has to be on the remaining 2?
Michael Jordan has got to be.
Okay.
Gotta be.
I'll give you that. You're
gotta
right.
Be.
Michael Jordan is number 1 on the list. He's number 1.
Okay.
At $1.9 billion.
$1 billion. Yeah. Okay. Ain't no millions.
Billion.
Yeah.
Billion. This is after the divorce. And he's got that house sitting up there in Deerfield he can't sell. Remember, he's sitting on it. You
Yeah.
know, up there and around y'all. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Just
Right.
that's
North
how rich he
Chicago.
is.
North
Yeah,
Chicago.
yeah,
Just past Great America. Just
yeah,
past Six Flags Great America.
yeah. He won't sell it at a loss because he's smart. But he's a NBA owner. Okay, Nike, the Air Jordans. You know, and that's how he amassed his money. $1.9 billion. So there's a significant drop from number one to number two. Tell you about Michael
Yeah,
Jordan,
it's a
boy.
big. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Everything
what
he
I
touches
know.
turn to
No,
gold.
he's number one.
Yeah, they be hating on him.
But it was
So
a good
now,
10 though. It's a great 10. It's good information.
ain't it? It's for the
Yeah.
young kids
Great
to know.
information.
But now
Yeah.
who, come on, coach, think it through. You ain't even mentioned this dude, bro. And you're gonna be mad at you're gonna be mad at yourself. Let me see if the chat. If anybody in the chat, I'm the overseer. I mean, we named all the big money guys. You even mentioned Frank Thomas, and I can say it's not him. You mentioned somebody else, George Foreman is not him. Great mentions. You know, you mentioned some great ones.
Let's see.
And like I said, the clue I give you is, if it wasn't for the divorce, he'd be right up there with number one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll give you your second clue. He made a crap load of money. Let's see, we got something in the chat. Oh, look at how many overseer. He said it. Yep, made money through Nike.
Uh-huh. Oh. Um,
Not a basketball player. He's not a basketball player.
I'm going to say a baseball player.
He's not a baseball player.
Dang. Oh, I'm out of there then.
He's not a football player.
Mike Tyson.
Man, you know he blew his money. He's not a
Yeah, he
boxer.
blew his money.
He's not a boxer. I'm surprised Ali ain't on here, but remember Ali had all them divorces, man. That was before the prenups too. So, and all them kids. So, but no. So it's not Ali. So he's not a boxer. He's not a baseball player. He's not a football player.
Okay. Well, Tiger Woods.
There you got it.
I mean, man, I'm trying not to. I know we going old school and we trying to keep it. You know what I mean?
That's
We up
exactly
to
what
date
I
and
knew you would
stuff.
come. I'm like, Coach, come on, yeah. Tiger Woods,
I got
bro.
you. Tiger Woods.
800
I got
million.
you. Oh yeah.
800.
Oh
Yeah.
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 He's close to $1 billion. I think that number might be wrong.
Well, remember, he had that divorce.
Yeah.
Yes. They
Yeah.
go by what's his net worth right now. That's what this is. Their current net worth. And
Right.
for Junior Bridgman to be on that list with those guys,
Yes. Man.
people need to
And
take
the microwave. And the microwave.
Man, and the microwave. Listen, if I'm in the NBA or any sport,
Benny Johnson.
you know how LeBron bought time from what's the rich dude, Warren Buffett? These athletes should be buying time to sit with Vinnie Johnson and Junior Bridgman. Their agents should be hooking that up, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that boy Bridgman from Milwaukee, you know, coach, that was back in the 70s. You know, I didn't start going to Milwaukee.
Yeah, he is. He's
90s,
from, you know where he's
man.
from? Indianapolis somewhere.
He's from Indianapolis?
Yeah. He's from the
Indiana,
Midwest. Yeah, he's a
Midwest guy,
dude.
period. Midwest dude. Okay.
Yeah. Hard working.
Okay.
That's what they said about him. Been hard working in the Midwest, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's the top 9, man. Yep, good job on the overseer. He came up with it. I didn't know he probably Googled it.
No, I didn't. I'm sitting there with my phone in my hand. I ain't looking at nothing.
But no, not you, coach.
Oh, you talking about obviously?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he probably Googled it. So
he
coach,
put it in there. Huh? Thank you, Omni Overseer. Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right, so I want to ask you, bro. It's a couple of athletes. Let's see, number 9, and then because we're at the end, but let's see, they end up, bro. Yeah, do you think any of the ones that we mentioned, Vinnie Johnson, Shaq, LeBron James, Kobe will take him off the list, rest his soul. Floyd Money Mayweather, Magic Johnson, Junior Bridgman, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan. Do you think either of them will end up bankrupt, broke?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think if I had to bet, if I had to take a guess on which one would, I would say if I had to choose between these, maybe the Kobe Bryant estate, but no, they're good. But I would
I wouldn't
say
say none
if
of them,
I
coach.
yeah, but I would say Money Mayweather, but I think he's smart now, and his dad was always smart. His dad was a fighter, so you're right. None of them. Yeah,
None of them.
yeah.
Too many millions, coach. Too many millions.
It's just too many smarts. I think you can run through any amount of millions.
Yeah,
A fool is money, bro. You know what I mean. But I just think they're just too smart.
yeah,
You look at it. Magic. Yeah, if they were going to be broke, now Floyd's still making money. Through his sport. The rest of LeBron too, still getting checks through his sport. But those are the only ones that I think could be shaky because you know how that is when you ain't got that regular check coming in, man. Anybody could go broke, coach.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
because they
got you.
just
I got you.
eating caviar. But you got anything, man, you want to add in your rap or your conclusion, bro?
Well, I guess my conclusion could be, since we was talking about sports and the boxing and stuff,
Hmm.
I would like to mention a boxer by the name of Kareem Mayfield. He's a welterweight champion. Um, he went 20. He's like got a 21-5 record, and he got pinched for marijuana. Well, Mary Jane. I better say
Hmm.
Mary Jane. Mary Jane. While he was 18 years old, he's born in 1980 in California, and it was hard for him to get a job, but he stayed with it, and he got into boxing. He got into boxing, and at this place called the Social Club, a social boxing club in San Francisco, and he entered a social equity program from San Francisco. What they did was, to encourage Black entrepreneurship, they created a program for Blacks that had problems with drugs, or back in those Jim Crow modern days, the Jim Crow modern days now in the 90s. He was getting locked away for a joint, you know what I mean? He was 20 years for one joint, you know what I mean? So he fought through that, man. And guess what? Since we talking about t-shirts and coffee and what shoes, he's got a Mary Jane dispensary. One of the first
Nice,
Blacks, one of the top Blacks in San Francisco area right now,
nice.
as we
So,
speak.
so he's probably supplying the dispensaries.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, he took the program, and he went all the way with it. You know what I mean? I tell you, it's a great story. He's a boxer. He was a former welterweight champion.
But did you watch a documentary or what?
I kind of heard it on I'll be on the sports radio because I'm a truck driver.
Yeah.
So, and I kind of heard him talking about it, and I kind of Googled him, and it's like, man, he owns a marijuana dispensary, man. He's right in there. We talking billions. And right now he owns the boxing club, because he grew
Hmm.
up in the Fillmore district in San Francisco, which is a historic uh, Black community. Something like Chicago's 47th Street.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, something like that. And
yeah.
he stayed at home, man. He's doing things in the community. I guess he's getting those guys out of the boxing ring, and they bagging up the Mary Jane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, we've been having a problem with that. As a Black community, we've been having a problem owning those dispensaries. I mean, they give them to all
Everybody but us.
everybody but us. I mean, for him to do that, and coming from the record that he had, which was no record, it was some BS record. You know what I mean? And for him to actually own
Stay
it,
with it. Yeah, he
stay
stayed
with
with
it,
it.
and get into the program that San Francisco created. Because you know, California is a big state. You're talking 40 million, 50 million people there. You know what I mean? So they got to give something back, man. They got to. You know what I mean? And he took advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, those great stories that, you know, we need to hear more of.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, we gotta get in the game, man. Ownership over slaveship.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes,
Hey,
sir. And
man.
that's billions of dollars, man. Billions. We ain't got to talk about that. I be passing by the Calumet, going down to Bishop Ford, and you got the when you come past 103rd Street, and you got Gotham Greens. And so a lot of people ask me, what is Gotham Greens? Right there on the side on Doty Road. That's a marijuana
That's a
dispensary.
dispensary. Yeah.
It's a dispensary. They thought it was, you would be amazed. Some people think it's a grocery store. They selling plants or something like that. I'm like, no, that's a marijuana
Right.
dispensary.
They think it's like fresh, like a farmer's market or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
right there, man. Right there.
Yeah.
But you know,
But that just shows
this
you
shows you.
where we are as a people, that even if you thought it was a farmer's market, why ain't you stopped in there? Right?
Yeah.
Now, if you ain't
Yep.
smoked, you should, right. I would have stopped. Man, if I got
Yep.
a farmer's market with fresh greens, right, we won't do it. We won't
That's
do it.
right. That's right. But hats off to Kareem Mayfield, man. Hats off to him, man. It's a great job.
Hey, well, and coach, man, we appreciate you, you know, stepping up to the plate, man. You know, this is Mouthpiece included, and you
Yes, sir.
always welcome in the house, bro. You
All
always
right,
welcome.
all right, all right. Love to all, man. I'm out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Peace.
Show yourself out.
Yes, sir.
Okay, man, I hit the wrong one. All right, so that's coach. Let's see if we can get him out of here. Co-host. And then remove. All right. There we go. All right, so thank you so much for your support on today's topic, and we definitely would ask you to check in with us again on Wednesday as the self-love show right here on TATN. We're going to continue our house music series, so that's definitely something I'm looking forward to on my end, and I'm pretty sure the co-host of that show is looking forward to it as well. Ace, if you're out there, man, we hope to see you back here next week. Condolences to the family. Go Jackrabbits. Bring it home. And when you're out and about in the world, you know, we on some Silverback stuff. So when you're out there, guard your grill, knuckle up. And don't forget to bring your mouthpiece.
Said I had no shot like the backboard. Now I walk in it like damn. Had to show me love before I ask for it. Everybody know I'm the man. I'm back and forth off the passport. Super speed, check the dashboard.